I actually didn't know some of the extraordinary things that happened during our Truth and Reconciliation Commission. I recall a mother deeply anguished coming and saying, "Oh, please, 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 can't you find me even just a bone of my, can't you find me even just a bone of my son so that I could give that a decent burial?" Her son was one of the many who had disappeared, abducted, killed and buried secretly. And we couldn't help her. We couldn't ease her anguish. But sometimes we were able to help, because those who came to apply for amnesty had to accuse themselves. And so they would tell of things that we would probably never have been able to get to the bottom of. And then we discovered that all over South Africa there were many farms that had been secret burial places, that many people who had disappeared were killed and then buried in those graves. And we managed with these testimonies to find some of those farms. And I recall on one occasion we managed to open a grave and they exhumed, and the family were standing around this grave and they were looking inside at the remains. And then a young man, a member of the family, said, "Ah, yes, this is my brother. This is my brother. I bought him those shoes." And so the positive identification was made, and the family experienced what we're told is closure, and they were able to give a burial to their loved ones. A young man came to the commission. He'd been blinded by police action in his township. He came and he told his story of what happened on that fateful day. And then when he finished, he was still blind. One of the panel asked him, "How do you feel now?" And a smile broke out over his face, and he said, "You have given me back my eyes. For years now, this commission, established by a president universally loved, this commission representing the nation, it had vindicated him. Yes, what happened, even in the loss of his eyes, was a contribution to the struggle, a struggle that had ended so gloriously, successfully." And then an Afrikaner man came, a white Afrikaner. His son, very young son, had been killed in a bomb explosion. The bomb had been placed in a wimpy bar by the African National Congress, the ANC, and you thought he was going to come, consumed by anger and resentment. And he said, I'm not angry. If I am angry, my anger is directed not at the ANC. My anger is directed at the apartheid government. And he's speaking of fellow Afrikaners. And then he goes on and he says, the death of my son. I think it has contributed to what we are now enjoying here. And when he finished, I said, no wonder, we have had this extraordinary transition. We have quite remarkable people, such as you.